Morning, kids. Ignore the dog sound in the background. For those of you that have been around this channel for a while, you'll know that I've worked with OLIGHT in the past. In fact, I run a lot of their stuff. This is the Balder S Mini, the light laser combo. I've had this thing for about a year and a half now. I like it. It fits well on a lot of guns. And OLIGHT saw, so they reached out to me and they said, hey, look, we know you had a bad experience back in the day with one of our reps. He's no longer with us. Do you want to take a look at some of our stuff again? And I said, sure. So they sent me off this, the PL Mini Valkyre 2 from OLIGHT, and they sent it in the bronze color. I asked for that specifically because I figured, hey, you know what? When you have a gun that has different colors, I thought it was going to be a little bit closer, but this is actually bronze, and that's the rose gold. But yeah, I was like, hey, why not have a contrasting color? Also, since I already have one that's black, I figured might as well get one that's a different color. And yes, some people are like, oh, that's made for full-size guns. No, my friend. You can put light on any gun. So they sent me out the PL Mini 2, and they said, here, check it out. Comes in a really solid little package. They've been using this package for a long time. It works, so why change it? When you open the box, out comes your packaging. They give you your specs right there. Max 100 lumens. Throw is 100 meters. When it says max, that's because as the battery heats up, you will lose some light capabilities. We'll look at the manual in a second. So yeah, OLIGHT is a Chinese brand. They've been around for a long time. They have a good warranty on their stuff. I have their OLIGHT on one of my other guns, so they know what they're doing. Inside the package, you get your USB magnetic charging adapter. And the best thing is, if you have one OLIGHT, that same adapter can work on every OLIGHT product you have. I have one that's always plugged into a power strip. That's why this one's not open. You also get your manuals. You get your safety warnings, all that good stuff. That one's roadmap style. We're not going to open it because it will never go back together. And you have your brief owner's manual. You also have in the back, which is something I actually missed and I apologize, you have a second set of screws and an additional slot rail adapter, and we'll take a look at that in a second. So let's go ahead and pop this off the gun. I really do like their disconnect style because it makes it super easy to put and take off the light. You will see here, this one is marked 1913 for the pick rails, and that one is for Glocks. So you have the ability to make this work very well with many different firearms. The construction is really nice aluminum. It is anodized, and as you can see, it is a really easy-to-use quick-release system. They've been using it for a long time. This Balder S is the same way. So very good. Here's something I didn't try yet, so I wonder. Yep, it does. So if you want to mix and match your parts, hey, it's a reason to buy multiple OLIGHTs. There you go. Check down in the description. But yeah, this has been on this gun for a little while. I really do like it. And what I like about these quick disconnect and the sliders is you can set these guns up however you want. You can put that wherever you want, and then you put the light on. Once you have it where you're happy, you lock it down. So same thing with the PL2 Mini, exactly the same. Has simple button controls. Did I let it die? I did let it die. It was on in my pocket. Well, that's a good reason to plug it in and charge it, so we'll come back for that. And we're back. Less than 10 minutes of charging, and look at that. So you will notice, like I said, when you first turn on the light, you'll see some light drop off. It's also the light sensor on my phone adjusting. There is a slight drop off of the light luminosity. You're going to lose some of it over time, a couple of minutes, and then it will darken up a little bit. That's just because of the fact that lithium-ion batteries, as they heat up, they lose their ability to hold their charge as well. And, you know, do you really need 1,000 lumens? Look how bright that is. So very bright, easy attach. You can see I have it on this Canik Terran Tactical Combat. Fits in really nice. People are going to say, like, why did you put a budget-friendly light on a $1,000 gun? The very simple reason is because it's a good light and it's on a good gun. So if you have a good gun, you want a good light. This gun is great for home defense, for personal defense, etc. Fits in many different holsters that are set up for lights because the light is also not overly thick. Sticks out just a little bit with the latch over, but it's not going to interfere too much. When I hold a gun, I kind of learned from PewView, Nick over at PewView, I put my hand forward a little bit more. So the base of my hand is up against the back of the gun. and I actually use the light kind of almost as a brace. So these lights are really good for that. Very easy. I can easily hit the light with my offhand, my good hand, or strong hand, shooting hand, whatever you want to put it, and it's very nice. I've shot plenty of these. This lens has been on guns that have shot thousands of rounds, and you can see how easily, you know, as long as you clean the carbon off right away, the lens stays in excellent shape. So I anticipate this will as well. This one has 200 rounds on it without cleaning it, and it's holding up really well. So very good glass, very good for OLIGHT there. OLIGHT sent me out this one. They said, hey, let's go ahead and start with this. We'll move on to other stuff. So I am looking forward to working with them on some other projects. If you like what you saw here and you want to get one for yourself, OLIGHT is always a reasonable price. They tend to have sales, so keep your eyes open. I believe there is a discount code. Check out the descriptions. Come back for another video. I need to do a follow-up on that from the range, a long-term follow-up on the fusion stuff, as well as film a few more guns. So we got a lot of stuff coming moving forward. So thank you again to OLIGHT. Really appreciate it. Check them out in the description. And as always, I'll talk to you later.